Okay. Hello, SolarLoon here. How's it going? Welcome to my stream, my game development stream. I'm SolarLoon. I'm the creator of Masterplan. I'm the creator of Tetra 3D, which is a 3D um, rendering framework that's kind of like PlayStation 1 style graphics. And I'm an independent game developer. Hi. But yeah, welcome to the stream. So today I'm going to be working on this game that I started working on for the Ebitingen Game Jam. I started working on a game for it, didn't get a chance to finish it. I'm going to keep working on it. Also, this is perfect timing. I want to just see about this. This is Master Plan, by the way, which is a project planning software. I just wanted to see if I had the ability to thought for sure I had the ability to hide those little icons. I guess not, because if you could hide that, you would be able to hide. Huh, okay. Well, I guess not. Yep, all right, well. Anyway, yes, so that's me. This is me. I'm SolarLoon. Let's go. All right, so this is the game that I have been working on. This is a game made in a custom 3D engine, custom 3D framework actually. So this isn't using OpenGL or your traditional like OpenGL, DirectX, or Vulkan calls. It's using Ebitingen, which is a 2D rendering, 2D game development library. I'm using that for rendering. So I basically made code to render a scene in 3D. So it's basically a custom 3D renderer. Still uses your OpenGL or Vulkan or whatever DirectX APIs for rendering triangles, but I'm not using them to draw 3D. I'm using them to draw 2D in 3D. So that means I had to implement my own depth buffer. That means I had to implement my own all of the like camera code and stuff like that to transform 3D points into 2D points on your screen. Sorting, objects according to the distance, sorting triangles as well as sorting objects according to the distance to the camera, all that stuff. So it's been very fun. Downside is it's not very fast. It's not going to be fast enough for your Final Fantasy, 300s or anything like that. The upside is the framework is really small. Overall, it's these like, I don't know, maybe 25. Oh wait, this would be a cool thing. Let me see if there's a code counter. Like a line counter for VS Code. Let's see, collection of tools for testing smart sort. Nope. Render, nope. Sort lines by selection, nope. I want to know if, I guess the right word would be metric. Like metrics. No, I don't want, although that is cool, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for basically like how many files and how many lines are in my code base. Let's see if we can find something that does it. VS Code Counter. Let's see if we can find something that does this for us, because I would like to be able to say just how much code is in my engine. Okay, it does show, yeah. Okay, so this would work. This is interesting. It feels like I'm looking stuff up and seeing them, like I'm seeing, cool. I'm seeing like information, but it's not like I'm seeing extensions, but they're not visible. Okay, I'm pretty sure I copied that and it's just not there. Yeah, I guess it is it just not here anymore? Does it not exist? How strange. I've never had this happen where I'm looking for a specific extension and it just doesn't seem to exist. Yeah, that's weird. How strange. That's really weird. That's weird, dude. Really weird. Really weird. Strange. Okay, well, in any case, we'll just do this manually. Forgive my dog barking. All right, so anyway, in the folder, there's 42 items. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4 non-code things. So that's 36, or 38. 38 code files in my code base for this 3D engine, 3D framework, 3D development thing, which is pretty cool. And we can see an example if we go to, for example, the baked lights example. It loads really fast, and you can see basically this is an example where all the lighting is baked. So it's going for a pretty strong PlayStation 1 feel. You have the perspective-based or non-perspective corrected texturing, so you can see how the textures bend as they get closer to the edge of the screen. Overall, this is, you know, it's not fast enough for really complicated scenes, but it's good enough for PS1 level graphics. So this is basically a baking demo where you can enable different like different phases of coloring. So you have no colors, or no lighting rather. So everything is just plain lit. You have anti-aliasing, or I'm sorry, ambient occlusion on the corners and edges. You have lighting, so you can see there's a red light over there, a white light in this room, and then a green light in the corner, and then you can turn them all on and get this nice modern kind of looking feel, despite the fact that it's all baked and none of it's like really quote unquote real. None of it's real time, so it runs really well. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of show what we're looking at, what we're working with. Let's get some music going and then get cracking on this game. I think that should be a pretty good volume. All right. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. So, yeah, the general idea of this game is basically you control this dog who's like a chef, and this mouse is running around eating cheese, and you're trying to basically stop him. Something like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna boot up a sprite. That's what I use to design my sprites. And we're going to make some sprites for bashing. So basically the idea is that you can kind of like Wario shoulder bash. I feel like that's probably, yeah. You can Wario shoulder bash your way. Yeah, you can Wario shoulder bash your way into jail. You can Wario shoulder bash your way into him and basically knock him out, and that basically will make it easier for you to apprehend him. The goal of the game is to apprehend him 3 times, using up his 3 lives, and then there you go. That's the completion of the level. If he gets all of the, we can go a little harder on that silhouette. If he gets all of the gold, then he wins, and then you have to start over. So the general idea is that basically you're playing Pac-Man, but in reverse. You're not Pac-Man, you're the ghosts. That's the idea, the core idea of the game. Okay, so we have a few sprites here. We just need it. These are the same, right? Yeah. Okay. It's such a he's got such a big shoulder. I love it. I think that was a little too much. But the core idea is there. Whoa, oh, I can't close Steam. Okay. That's pretty good. As a silhouette, I think it's pretty solid. Shoes are a little small, but I think that's fine. Okay, so we'll call that good enough. Also, this, why did it export incorrectly? Should show that page. There we go. Okay, so these should be 500, and then these should be 100. All right, that should kind of do it. Let's go ahead and see if this works. Let's see here. Town Eater says game dev time. Yo, what up? What's up, Town Eater? How you feeling? How's it been going? Whoops. Do that. So I'm gonna get layout. Alright, so we want to use instead chef.png. Cool, okay. I'm good, just chilling. Alright, very good. Glad you're able to chill effectively. Cop.json. Oh, it's should be. Okay, there we go. Cool. All right. So actually, I forgot to mention this is a new feature I added to the framework to Tetra 3D not too long ago. If we go to, let's see. Actually, I think it's, yeah, just right here. I added the ability to change the depth, basically how depth is written for a material. So, for example, by default, this is how sprites look. You can see that my player character, the dog, he shears into the wall above him or behind him because of the perspective. So like, you know, we're looking down at basically a 45-degree angle onto the scene. The player is a sprite. It's a flat 2D flat plane that's just rotated toward the camera. And so it looks nice, but when we run into a wall, you can see that basically it shears into the wall. Like this, which is no good. If we look at the depth view, and by pressing F3, we can see basically what the depth texture is rendering, and you can see that the player sprite, well, you can't really see. There's no information here that you wouldn't be able to infer, but basically, just take my word on it. the player's depth basically starts out kind of close here, and it goes far as it goes up and away from the camera, because it's a flat plane rotated like this, right? So what I added was this custom depth function, which allows us to basically say, when you render the sprite, act as though it is a little bit closer to the camera. So we're basically moving, we're rendering the sprite as though it were 0.5 units closer to the world, closer to the camera. And so this gives the effect of the depth. Basically the sprite is in the same position, but it's rendering the depth a little bit closer. So that means that basically it now is in the same physical position in space, but the depth is closer, and so it doesn't shear into the wall like before. If we were to go the opposite direction, it would shear into the wall and a little bit into the ground, as you can see. You can see it's actually drawing underneath the shadow now, and it's also partially into the ground. So it's pretty interesting. This is pretty dope because this allows us to do stuff like this where we are rendering, and you can see if it's too far, it just straight up is underneath the ground. It didn't move at all, but its depth is further, so it no longer shows up in front. So this is very good because this allows us to use 2D objects more liberally and more accurately, and it looks really good. Actually, I kind of thought that it would be more like, you know, unsatisfactory, but this looks like how modern games probably would do this kind of thing, which is a little disappointing if you wanted a PS1 style aesthetic. It almost looks perfect. Like it almost looks like there's no real trick to it. And ignore him as he tweaks out right there. He's spazzing out. He's just like freaking out because he doesn't have anything to pathfind to. So there's no gold, there's nothing to pick up. So he's just like, once he's far away enough from me, he just is like, what do I do? But basically, this approach allows us to, or allows me, or anyone who uses Tetra 3D to basically customize how things render in a very easy way, where we just set a custom depth function. And that allows us to use 2D objects and stuff like that a lot more effectively. And this is also good. I also do that in the grocery store sometimes. It's just, oh, don't look, honey, don't look. Why is that, man? Yeah, don't look. He's going nuts in the celery aisle. He's just organic. But basically, this allows us to use 2D sprites and things like that much more effectively. And this also is good in case you have things like maybe you want an object to be on top of an object basically all the time. Like in this game, you don't really want anything to go into the ground ever. So it might be good for us to make a custom depth function, to define a custom depth function on the ground and say that basically it's always, you know, further, a little bit further. That allows things to always show up in front of the ground, rather than having to worry about, like, you know, are the shadows, you know, above the ground enough. We don't have to worry about that if we make the ground have a far enough depth, because we never want it to be closer, so to speak. So I think that this is really cool. I think it looks really good. It just straight up solves the issue, at least for a fixed perspective like this. If the camera moved, maybe, you know, it would be a different story, but when the camera's fixed and doesn't rotate, then I think it's fine. In game, it might move around as I make larger levels, but for now, this is fine. Town Eater says, is the game camera isometric or perspective? It is perspective, but it's rendered from a top-down 45-degree angle, like this. I guess it's not a 45-degree angle exactly, it's more overhead. Maybe we could rotate that actually. We set the cursor to be all zeros. We could try rotating it by like 15. I think that would be more so correct. It's kind of like because if it's in 3D, the perspective is a little more generous, I guess you could say. Like it being in 3D, I kind of like the view here, but the problem is that it's harder to see the ground behind this area. So maybe I could make the blocks like half height. Maybe, I don't know. I was talking about something, but now I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, like if a camera is 3D, then it's not orthographic. It's kind of like, you know, especially if the camera rotates, it's like, is it isometric? I mean, I think isometric is like, when I think of isometric, I always think of like a rotated 45-degree rotated camera that looks down from the top down perspective, like Final Fantasy Tactics, like trying to think of other isometric games, like more strictly isometric. I would say Mega Man Battle Network has that series has an isometric bend, although you can move in 8 directions. But I think that generally the overworld is kind of like isometric. But if the game camera is non-orthographic, which means it has some perspective on it and it can rotate, it's like, is it isometric? Yeah, like the angle makes it isometric, but it can also just rotate around, and the perspective might change depending on where you are. Anyway, I'm I'm just talking. It's isometric. It is perspective. There is some perspective as it goes further up. You can see the lines converge. It's not. If it was truly orthographic isometric, it would be more like this. I would say. Like I would say this is more of a traditional isometric view, something like this. Like that. That would be more so, I would say, true isometric. Yeah. Like this doesn't even look that bad. I kind of like this. Kind of like how it looks. But I am not going to redraw the sprites, although I only would need to redraw up and down. I only need one more for going up right or up left, because this right and left are basically down right. That works really well. In any case, there we go. We might be able to tweak this a little bit, have a little bit of a sharper field of view, and then zoom in. Like that. Much more aggressive. It's kind of juking me out. Much more aggressive perspective. Kind of like it. I kind of like it. It gives a little bit more, what's the word? Detail. Like allows you to see the windows on the houses and things like that a little bit more easily. Not sure how I feel about it. Maybe I like it, maybe I don't. But this is looking pretty good. Let's set it back to the way it was. Oh, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to my stream, which I haven't been streaming for very long here, but I have been streaming for quite a while over on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is SolarLoon there as well. SolarLoon on YouTube. And man, I was gonna say something, but I've forgotten. Whatever. In any case, this is working out pretty well. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the ability to body check, because that's always fun. It's always a fun little feature. So the idea is that you press a button, he basically stops, and then does the bashing animation like this. What we'll do, we'll add a frame where he is kind of like poised. We'll do it like this. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. He's ready, dude. He's going Super Saiyan. He's going Super Saiyan, like right. He's gonna go Super Saiyan right here. He says, "I've had it up to here with you eating all my cheese. I don't even like it like that." All right, so. Okay, so we'll have basically, do we want to do a full state machine? I don't think we want to do a full state. I think we have to do a full state machine though. I think we kind of do. Okay, I have a FSA. I think I have a state machine. Let me see if I have one. Oops. Things. Just tripping. Let's see here. Let's see. Go out of this. I think I'm pretty. Oh, can do. That's what it's called. 6 months ago. January. How did I do this? Eating state, can do that state, hunger, enter, update, exit. Okay, so that's how it works. Register the state, and then change it and then update, enter, exit. Got it. Okay. Let's see. Register the eating state. Let's see. Okay, so it's got it. Okay, I guess we can do this using a finite state machine. Why not? Why not, right? Okay. So it's called can do. All right. So can do. Oops. So, all this music that you're hearing, well, it's not all this music. You've only heard one song on loop for like 30 minutes. The music that you hear is my music. It's music that I made. Wait. Is this is, yeah. All right, so let's see here. So FSM can do, all right, so FSM, FSM, okay. Town Eater says, yeah, I follow you on SoundCloud. I love your music. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I feel like I've gotten better. Oh, actually, hold on. That reminds me. So I make my music using Renoise, and I made a song specifically for this game already. Let's see. It is this one, I think. Is kind of this like a little bop. I think it sounds pretty good. So I'll show it here. Where is the GUI? We want it to be a little bigger. Well, actually, this might be fine, but maybe a little bigger. I think it's fine. So that's this little song I made for this game. It's not super long. It repeats, often. It could use a little intro, outro, maybe a bridge or something, but it sounds pretty good. I think it's got a nice little groove. It's sounds good, but it's not like overly grating, which a lot of my songs tend to be. they tend to be very like aggressive. So I'm happy with that. I got to work on it a little bit more. I think I made some others as well, but I'm not sure if they're good at all. Town Eater says, "Ooh, that's great. Thank you very much." Yeah, that's fine. It's got a kind of a little bit of house, a little bit of offbeat kind of thing going on for like a options menu or something. I kind of like that too. That's a little bit of a bop. Horrible. It just horrible. Just god awful. Okay. No, it's horrible. Just horrible. So I made a lot of songs. I make a lot of songs for a lot of things. I never use my projects. I never finish my projects. But that means that I have a lot of songs I can put into anything I finish. I never finish anything, but if I were to finish it, oh man, it's gonna have like a 90 track OST. I have a lot of songs that I've made, but I don't finish anything. So I have just I have tracks to put into something, but I never finish anything. So we'll see if I maybe pull some tracks from other things. I think the song I made for the project sounds pretty good, and that probably is gonna go in there. Oh. I mean, like, let's see. I think this might be dumb loud. Let me. Okay, I've played this before in my like song in my intro, my song intro. In my stream intro rather. Okay, so yeah. So there's lots. I got some whips, some WIPs laying around. Town Leader says they sound pretty rad to me. It's good to have a lot of work in progress tracks, WIPs, laying around to use and stuff. Yeah. I think it's. I mean, I guess it's good because it's like now I don't have to really like try to make new music. I can just use music that I've already made. I can stick it in as Easter eggs, whatever. I can do stuff with it. I don't have to like try to come up with something, which is fine. I think it's probably good. I've also been working on different bootlegs of existing songs that other people have made from actual artists, and I just like chop it up and put different rhythms and stuff on it just to like practice, because it's useful to like try to get something that sounds good, kind of pursue a genre that already exists, or pursue a sound that already exists, where it's like, oh, this is this song by this artist, and you're like, oh, it could go in this way, or in this direction or that direction. You kind of tweak it a little bit toward that direction, but you also have to pay attention to your effects and stuff like that to make it keep it sounding good. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm just gonna turn this down while we play. Somewhere like that should be good. This is Mira by the Surrealist, I believe it is. Or is it the Surrealist by Mira? I think it's Mira by the Surrealist, yeah. Okay. Okay. Right, so we're setting up a finite state machine, FSM. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna pass the player in here, like that. That way we can access these elements. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe we're not going to use an FSM now that I think about it, because the only thing we need to do right now is just switch between it moving for you and you not, you know, like, I don't think we need an FSM actually. I think we're good. I think we can instead just have a state. What's the word? Shoulder check, bash. There we go. Okay, so we're going to link these like this. Okay. So this is going to be 100, this is going to be 200, this is 200. And we'll make a new tag and slide in. There we go. Cool. Okay. So now what we want to do is just say we're just defining the keys here. Let me see. Yeah, either, I guess X would be better. And then maybe interact could be A. There we go. Okay. So, hopefully I'm not too loud, or too quiet rather. Where's my, yes. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna make this a little quieter. There we go. All right. So now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna basically say, where is it this? Yes, all right. We say if player.state is equal to state player normal, then you can move around. Bounds. Do we use bounds? We do. Okay, bounds can be up here. Okay, something like that. All right. Let me say else if player state. Well, we don't. I guess actually that's fine. State player bash. All right. So if key bindings that action press 0 action player state player bash. Okay. If okay, so if I only want this here. We also want this here. Well, no. Wait. There, right. I want to do this like this. All right. Okay, so something like that should be good. We don't want to use move vec directly. We want to use player facing. Okay, we also want idle animations. For now, this will be enough. Okay, go back to Blender. All right. Right, okay. So it's working. You see how, like, how hard it is to walk left or right? Like, even though I'm walking very slightly, it like doesn't work. What we're gonna do, we're gonna basically get the angle and kind of like determine how close we are from that, I guess. I suppose. I guess that's what we're gonna do. So how this is gonna work is pretty simple, I would say. Is going to be something like this. Whoops. Let's just see what the angle is here. Pretty sure it should be what we think it is. Yep. That's right. Oh, it goes around? Yo, I'm correct. That's even better than I anticipated. That's exactly what I wanted, more or less. Although we would rather have had a signed angle, but this is fine. So we just basically say if angle is greater than, is less than, you know what, we can just say, give me this in degrees. And then we can just say if angle is less than 45. Actually, that's just correct. If it's less than 45, then it's right. Else, if angle is less than 135, then it's up. Else, if angle is less than really else it would just be left, flip, straight, right. Okay, and then we just say if z 0. Okay, something like that should kind of do it. We don't need this anymore. That should be fine. Flipped, play, cool. All right, there we go. So left is correct. Up is correct. Right is correct. Down is correct. Yeah. Cool. All right. So now we just say if player dot move. Oh, we don't have a movement vector. I was like, what's going on? Felt weird. Okay, let's get a movement vector here so we can generally tell. Well, I guess we don't need it right now. That's fine. So we just want to say if player dot move, or if move vec that magnitude is greater than 0. Okay, so we have idling and walking. Cool. Skirsh. It says hello, or Ayo rather. What's up? How's it going? What's up? Hello. Let's see. So what we want to do here, we want to oh yeah, that's right. We want to basically check to see if the movement vector magnitude is greater than like a little bit of something. So you can like let go of the stick and still be facing a direction. Yeah, that's no good. Just joined, longtime viewer. Oh, okay, fantastic. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, something going on here. Let's try maybe 0.04. Thank you for joining in. Definitely appreciated. That's fine. That's better. Why is it like... let's see. I guess I could just make it a facing direction is already a movement vector. It's just it doesn't have any magnitude, or the magnitude is 1. So we could just make this a movement vector. Does that make sense? But yes, thank you very much for joining me on Twitch here. For anyone who, I guess maybe that's what I was gonna say from like an hour ago. For anyone who is unfamiliar with me, I have a YouTube channel. That's where my primary audience is, and that's where I usually would stream up until maybe a month ago or so. But I thought I would try Twitch because I'm like, you know, people, if you want to watch a stream, you're going to do it on Twitch, probably. That's a logical thing to think. And so I'm like, well, they might have better discoverability and metrics and stuff like that. Well, not metrics, but they might promote streams better, because I feel like YouTube doesn't do very much to promote streams to, you know, my subscribers and things. I don't know. Oh, I broke it. All right, so this is pretty good. That is not. I don't know why he turns around. Let's see. I don't think his facing changes, does it? I mean, clearly it does. It just whips around. Why does it do that? I can try this maybe a little bit. This might be better. Maybe that helped? I don't know. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Feels better. Okay. Why does he not idle when he starts? This is 0, so why is anim not walk? It's idle, okay. Oh, it's because yeah, we don't want this. We want it to be like that. There we go. Deer can also be here. There we go. So we added defaults back. There we go. Cool. All right, now we want to do the body checking. So how this works is pretty simple. We just say basically if player.state is equal to state player bash. Then the animation is just bash, right? Yeah, bash. So let's see if this works. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Correct. Cool. All right, now we just say if player.ase.finished tag enter on tag exit on loop equals func. Oops. Names. String contains bash, then we set the player state to be state player normal. All right, so then there we go. So he basically starts and stops. And then you can go back to doing stuff. Cool. Now what we want to do is when we do this, I guess we could set a bash vector. And And then when you press this, which we can put this down here. When this happens, we say player.bash vector equals player.facing unit. And then we just check to see when we're in the moving phase. We can say, I guess we can just do something like this. Like S and F, start, end, end. Can't like duplicate this. No, we can't. Okay. There we go. So now we can say basically if player dot we can say 0.15 or something. If player dot ASC dot touching tag. No way, I don't have a touching tag. Oh, I failed myself. How do I not have the ability to check to see if you're touching a tag or not? That's the key, that's the fundamental part. We'll maintain this tags. All right, so we just say play update. This is fine. So then we just say player dot touching tags equals this. For T range player add file tags if T dot start if player dot frame index is greater than or equal to T dot start and player dot frame index is less than or equal to T dot end. Player dot touching tags equals a pin T dot name or is T, and then we can just say can we make, let me see, how do I want to do this? We'll put a function on this. We'll put this in a function so that we don't have to make this always happen. All right, so touching tags returns the tags currently being touched the player. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So now we just do this. Yeah, we can then do this. And just do it like this. For T and player and we got name, tag name, and this true. Touching tags returns the tags currently being touched by the player as it plays an animation tag. Touching tag returns by name. This is fine. Returns the if a tag by the given name is being touched by the player. That's it. All right, cool. My name. Let me see here, because we can use M to mean moving. And then E, I don't know if we want it to actually stop, like slow down or anything. It might just be fine the way it is. So we'll just say if it's M, then player. Wait, do we have a move back here? Are we moving? We're gonna need this. Move this down here. Move back. Let me zoom in a little bit for the viewers at home. Sorry that it took me an hour and 14 minutes to zoom in. Animation stuff. This is where we move. Okay. So we just say move vec equals player.batch vector. For now, that's fine. Can I please have go mod? Can I please replace? There we go. I don't have a return function. What have I done? Oh, yo! He did it. But not on the others. Alright. Why not? Oh, whoops. I said return false, didn't I? Return false. Okay, it loops through all the tags. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that seems fine. Let's see. Yeah, why is it doing it only for down? I mean, they all are M, right? M. Don't tell me that each tag can only be named one. Right. Name, get name, str. I'm looking for chef.json. Okay, there's 3 M's from 16 to 16, from 22 to 22, 19 to 19. Okay, so that is correct. It does allow multiple things here. Touching tag by name M. Skirsh says, I guess it's something to do with Twitch partner, but different stream resolutions are so handy for lower speed internet connections such as mine. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm not a Twitch partner yet, so I guess there's only one size, one stream resolution. Oh, it's just source. Boo! Come on, Twitch. You guys have the money to let people have at least, like, you could do like 360p, 480p, and source or something for new partners or new streamers. Most people have, you know, good enough or fast enough internet to have high quality video. So it's like, you know, by allowing transcoding, very few people are going to be using it. It's only the people who need it. Like, why Sorry. They should allow that. They should transcode it automatically. And it's probably something you can do on demand too. It's not like YouTube where you have to store a cached version of the stream at lower resolutions. For a stream, you can just be like, well, no one requested it, so we're not gonna transcode it. But if someone requested it, then you can transcode it to a smaller format on the servers. Anyway, I say transcode. That's not how you use that word. Let's see. This seems to be correct. Oh, is it the frame index? Oh, that should work. Okay. Let's take a look here. Move bash right and blank. Move bash up and blank. Oh, is it called move? Did I rename it? No. So why is it thinking it's move? Move. Move E. What? Oh, well, this is move. Why? Okay, so then what is bash right? What is? What is this? Why is the name? Hold on. I think I'm kind of seeing what's going on here. I'm getting to the bottom of it. Frame tags. Meta frame tags. Meta.frame tags. Okay. Get name. Yo, that's why I didn't think that there could be multiple names. Okay, that explains it. All right. All right. So here's the problem. Skirsh says, I wonder if streaming at a lower resolution might give more reach. Food for thought. I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't thought about that. Maybe I should. Right. I'll think about it. Thank you for the suggestion. I'm thinking that the reason why this isn't working is because we are basically getting the name of the tag here. Oh no, this should be for each of these, right? ME bash up, ME bash down, bash right. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. I don't know if this will work. Let's see. All right. Bash down, bash right, bash up, E. Idle down. Oh, there's only one E. And there's probably only one M. Where's M? M's here. We can't store, that's the issue. Okay, we can't store the animations by name like this, because you could have multiple tags that have the same name. That's what it is, that's the problem. Got it. It's gotta be like that. Tags. Okay. What do I do if it doesn't exist? I panic. Okay. All right. So if for T in range file net tags. Okay. So this we just do this. Break at the end. If it doesn't exist, then we panic. Although I guess the right thing to do would be to return an error if it doesn't exist. No such, no, and you can't do that, can you? It's not a constant. Okay. There we go. All right, so now we come back down here. Tags is not this anymore. It's now this. A tag is pretty small. We're just gonna make it like that. Tag. We can just. Current tag is that. Enter. Tags this. Name. Go, and then we come back over here. Tag is nil. I guess we could just say if the file reference is nil, then it's probably okay, we go over here, Venom. Use that multiple times, okay. Okay. The default animation is got append. There we go. There we go. What am I doing? Too much JavaScript. All right, it's not like that. There we go. Okay, that should solve the problems basically. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and make, let me see, the file pointer. We really don't need the, well, the tag can have a pointer to a file, but the other things don't need to be pointers. A layer, a slice of layers. A layer contains, slice is fine. A layer contains what? Name, opacity, blend mode. Yeah, we're good. We can just return a slice like that. And it's true. Return slice false. Slice. Slice dot keys 0. That's my name. Turns the size of the name specified, and a boolean indicating whether it could be found or not. Okay. There's the parent frame for the currently playing tag in the file, and a boolean if the player is playing a tag or not. Okay. Right. just screwing. All right, new slice. All right, so that should do it, I think. Let's see if this works. Does not work. Why wouldn't it work? Is it a pointer into a file? This equals true. Let's see here. Current frame. It's not empty, return this, and true, return that, and false. Okay. I'm on the right track, but it's not quite working out. I think, let's see, do I really want to solve this? I kind of do. I feel like I don't want to overuse pointers. Like the right thing to do is to not overuse pointers. Slice keys, slice key. Yeah, it definitely does not need to be like that. Let's see. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna do it like this. Let's see if it's giving us what we expect to have. That all seems correct. Wait. Path, image path, width, height, frame width, frame height, frame. XY duration, that's what that is. Okay, so that all seems fine. Forward, idle right, idle right. This, oh, these are nil. These are supposed to be pointers. These are tags. Yeah, they were missing a pointer to the file. That was my bad. Should be like that. There we go. Still doesn't fix it. Let's see. Oh, that doesn't. Yeah. That might fix it. There we go. Better. Okay. So, yeah, now, right. There we go. Cool. All right, so we can tweak this up a little bit, make it work a little better. These can be shorter. The charge up could also be longer. Let's see how that goes. Did I? Oh, I didn't export it, I guess. Okay, not bad. I think that the startup is a little too long now. Maybe go back to the way it was before. But I think we're cool. Because you need to be able to actually hit him. Yeah. All right. Cool. So now what we want to do is make it so that. Oh, Daisoko says, I didn't know Sprite did animations. How does that work? Does it save with metadata for values for frame duration, etc.? Yeah, that's exactly how it works. As you can see, this is the JSON file, the outputted Sprite data file for my animation set. You can see each animation has its name, its start to end, and a direction. It's always forward because I don't have any backwards playing animations in here. But all that data gets exported from Sprite if you go to export from file, or if you, export sprite sheet from file, from the file menu, or press Control E. You can choose to enable the JSON data output. And so this is what you get. It also exports slices and layer information, which is really useful. So for example, if we wanted to, this game is 3D, so I don't really need it, but we could, for example, make a slice, where is it? Here, and be like, oh, we want, let's say a hitbox like this when he's dashing. We want a hitbox that's this large, and then when we save it and export it, and then check it out, you can see there's the slice. And so there's the size. It starts at 2, 0. It's 20 pixels large, 20 pixels wide, and 24 high. There you go. So it's pretty useful, pretty useful. Oh great, I'm really terrible at art, so I barely used it before. Yeah, Sprite is really good. It's a really good tool for pixel art and animation and stuff like that. All right, so, and then for my game here, I made my own parsing system. I've made it years ago, and just have been updating it and stuff like that over the years. So this parsing system allows me to get the A sprite data and transform it into Go structures. So then I can use that with my custom 3D renderer thing here. You can be throwing them bows in this in this game. Yeah, there we go. Let me see here. I feel like this is actually pretty well balanced. Like, I feel like it's about right to where you won't like, this is not faster than just walking. Maybe it's a little faster than walking, so we're gonna make the player move a little faster. We move a little bit faster. We'll go 50%. That's too much. We'll go just a little bit faster. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now what we'll do is we'll make a sprite where he's all like he's being knocked back. That's about right, yeah. He looks like he's asking for uppies. There we go. Something like that. It's not bad. Yeah, something like that should be good, I think. All right. Let's go back to Blender. We're gonna re-export this. All right, so the idea here is that when you body check him, he basically flies back and you stop moving, essentially. So we'll just say collided, I guess. Bash collided. Okay, all right, so we're looking for specifically robbers. There might be more than one, theoretically, in the game, so we will do something like this. Okay, that's true. Make that, or once we do that, bash collided. Oops, bash collided is true. But bash collided. Okay, so this should make it so that we stop when we hit him. Oh, it has to set it to false once we're done. How do we set? Oh, state equals. Yeah, no. We can. Oh, that's fine. Player.bash collide equals false. There we go. There we go. So it's working. What we want to do, as you can see, he's like juking us pretty hard. As you can see, he's juking us very hard. So what we probably want to do, we might want to make it move a little faster as well as extend a little bit longer. We can make it move a little bit faster, just a smidge, something like that. And then, I guess the time is fine. It's just the speed. If it moved a little faster, that might allow you to get in there. I think also we want the hitbox to be wider, because I think it's not making contact. Like right, that was fine, but like right there, like he can juke, I think, a little too like accurately. Although I kind of like that he can juke. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. But it's a little too easy. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna make it so that the hitbox for colliding with a bash is bigger. So we're gonna duplicate this hitbox. We're gonna scale it around like that. Make it a little bit of a chunky hitbox. Yeah, I guess it's fine. We can just make it bigger in every direction. Let's make it bigger like that. And we'll call this the player bash hitbox. There we go. Cool. Now we go over here. Bash box. All right. So now hitbox. We already have this somewhere, right? Players. Bounce. Yeah, we can just say no back hit. All right, what we want to do next, I think what we want to do, we want this guy, because I don't really want to care about what it's called. So we'll just do it like this. We'll just search. We can't just search the tree. I mean, we can, but I don't really want to do it like that. This is fine. For now, this is fine. And then the bash box is bash box flash balance here. There we go. Now we don't need to do this anymore. We can just say hitbox. There we go. Cool. Now, though, we want to use the player bash box for robber check, or to hit stuff. This doesn't work because the bash box doesn't have the thing. Oh, it's called player bash box, right? Yeah, player bash hitbox. Player bash box. And we want to call this the player bash box. There we go. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, that should be working. Let's see. It's a sphere, yeah. It's the player bash box. That's the name of it. Player bash box. Bounding sphere. Am I wrong? I don't think I am. I believe that's correct. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's see. No die get player sprite. Yeah, this all seems correct. Am I crazy? Let me see. Okay. Player sprite. It's right there. Oh. I note is nil, not Tetra 3D. Wait. Yeah, I don't. Wait, no that. Like, am I insane or? Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so this does work, but for whatever reason, is saying that there's an interface conversion issue, where it's not getting anything. Okay, let's do a couple things because this is. Let me cut out this text that I was printing. All right, so no die get player sprite. It's right here. It's this guy right here. Literally right there. Player sprite. No die get player sprite. Model. Okay. Interface conversion. iNote is nil, not model. This is strange. Maybe it's. Hold on. I think we can safely close this one. I feel like I didn't change anything though. Hold up. I'm just gonna simplify this drastically because I want to make sure that it's not something stupid. What is it pointing to? It doesn't like that, but there's no reason for it not to like that. Oh, it's because this also has it's also game object player. Yeah, that was my bad. Whoops, my bad. My B. Okay, I think we're good. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted, is basically you to be able to kind of hit as he's turning a corner and still hit him. All right, so that's good. Now we just need to send him into a state where he's dying. that's it. Bashed. Bashed is true. Bash. There we go, and then we want to be able to tell if he's bashed or not. Something like that. Oh, bashed. I guess he's bashed. It's fine. There we go. And then so we can bash him, and then when he's bashed, enemy.bashed. Otherwise, we do this. Move speed, movement. We will just do something like that, I guess, if he's bashed. So I mean, like, I guess, yeah, bash would be better. I'm not gonna have any various sprites for this, I don't think. We'll see how that turns out. Should build it just like that. I guess we can just do like this. Now I think about it. Deer is somewhere else. Oh, deer is here. Okay. So something like this should kind of do it. He's bashed. Okay, and then we can just crib the code that collides for the player when moving, which is this code here. Okay. Okay. All right. Solids. All right. All right, so that should kind of do it. We're going to, I think that's it. So we basically just say, bash collided. So, oh no, wait, bash collided here. So col.bountyObject.parent beta enemy. And we can just say enemy dot bash, and then we just hit them with player dot batch vector unit scale like 0.2, something like that. Make them fly back a little faster than we're flying at them. All right, so I think that should do it. So we should be able to shoulder check him. Yo, he is upset, bro. He's like, I've been bamboozled. He's been absolutely flabbergasted. He's like, yo, what? Yo, what? He's shocked. He's shocked, dude. He's shocked. This is beautiful. Okay. So now the general idea is that basically that bar above his head is him being captured. So you know, you have to capture him, and then that's it. So some enemies might be harder to capture than others. Some might have different tactics like jumping or something like that, or laying traps. And then you also will have different characters. That was the idea, at least. You also would have different characters. This guy can shoulder check. Someone else can, let's say, raise or heal you know, your allies that have been downed, something like that. Maybe you can jump. Maybe you would be able to jump over obstacles. So maybe everyone has a shoulder check like this, but his is the only one that can stun characters for a longer period of time. So you want to use him as a bruiser. Other characters might be more nimble and have a smaller shoulder check. Or maybe his shoulder check works universally, whereas others need to hit a wall. Something like that. So basically you have different tactics for different characters. You control them all at the same time, pressing buttons to switch between them. Because it's Pac-Man. This is Pac-Man. It's just inverted. So instead of you being Pac-Man, you are the ghosts. So that's where I was like, well, let's make them different, you know, so each character has different abilities, and let's make it so that you can kind of like, it's strategy. So for example, you might have a character, like an enemy that is like heavily armored, and maybe you need to hit him with this character, but he also jumps or something like that. So you need to like restrict his movement using one character and then shoulder check him with this character, that kind of an idea. And then you could also have like switches and stuff you can interact with to enable platforms that you can jump around on. Something else. There's other things that I could do with this idea, but it's looking pretty good. It's looking and feeling pretty solid. That is beautiful. We could add a little like shake when he hits a wall. Yeah. Maybe different enemies have different means of capture. So for example, maybe one is just to stand in the general area. Maybe one is to press the interact button to like fill up a gauge. Maybe another is to like press up and down or different keys, or maybe stand in certain zones to capture them. So like you can't just, there's more strategy. I don't know. There's definitely like ways you can make this more fun, because it already is. He's like, what? I like that he tries to like evade and you can just still catch him. That's funny. Maybe this is also a strategy. Like one enemy is like invulnerable until you shoulder check him into like his partner. So you have to like kind of Sudoku your way into other people, where you're like, pop, and you hit the his partner, and then they both get arrested, something like that. There's a lot you could do with this. This is pretty good. I think it would be cool if we could animate it. If we could animate him like bouncing when he hits the wall. An easy way to do that would be to do this here in Blender. So we have the ability to do that. So the general idea is that we basically do something like this. Is this animation? It is. You want to action? Let me save and commit this before I continue. It's a chef now. All right. So, and that should, there we go. All right. So the general idea is that basically when he hits a wall, we're going to do a little squash and stretch and animate. So I think we can do this with location and scale. I believe we'll see if it works out the way that I want it to. And this will be wall hit, I guess we'd call it. The only thing that I don't like, I like this. I like using Tetra 3D and using Blender as an editor for Tetra 3D. It works really well. I like all of this. The only thing about it that I don't like is that you can't edit everything here in Blender. Like I can't add material animation here. I can't like animate the sprites here. If I could, that would be really good, because then I could like really kind of combine things and have things kind of be timeable. But I think this is okay for now. There's still room for growth. All right, so the idea is when he's getting, we can basically just do like a small squash. I'm not sure actually if this will work, but we'll do a small squash vertically and a small stretch. There we go. Small squash vertically by like 20%, small stretch by 25%. And then we want him to go. Actually, we want the location here, and then we want him to go up a little bit. Up a little bit more, not by much. Stretch out a little bit. Actually, I could just do like that. Let's record, right? Yeah. Let me just turn that off. Make this medium. There we go. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. It's just dumb fast, but I think that the idea is solid. We'll just stretch it out by 2. Okay, so we'll see if this works. So right now, that all seems to be fine, right? Okay, mic check, cool. So now what we want to do is when he bumps, move back. Okay. So let me think. Bump, cool. We'll just do it like that. Bump, cool. And then when we say is bashed, it's true. We say enemy.bump. False. Bump into all wall bump. Okay, so is bashed. All right, so here we go. We blah blah blah. If enemy.wall bump, not enemy.wall bump is true. Enemy.get. Well, actually, we have a thing, don't we? Don't we have the sprite? Oh my gosh, we do not. Okay, well, that's fine for now. All right. Whoop. Don't have a finish mode equals finish mode stop. There we go. And then I guess we could just do it like this. All right. And then we want to we're gonna need this reference more than just once, so let's go ahead and actually let's store it. Let's store this reference. Right. This is texture3d.model. Pointer to there. Oops. Right. Node get. Okay. All right. Let's see if this does what we want it to do. Hopefully, it will. Let's see. Oh. It's called that. Let's see. Okay, well, he definitely seems like he should be bumping. Okay. Okay, so enemy bash vector. Let's see that. Let's see. So that should work. There we go. That definitely should. That definitely feels about right. Wall bump. Bump. Oh, I'm not updating it. I was like, I completely forgot. Enemy sprite animation player update 1.0 by 16. All right, so that should do it, I think. Let's see if he... Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Okay, so it's working. What we want to do is we want it to be like, you know, you're hitting against the direction. So the best way to tell that is through if cool.average normal wait. Average normal might be cool to ask to make a function that basically allows you to tell if a vector and another vector are opposing. I guess I could check to see if they go in opposite, if the angle between them is greater than nothing. Let me think. Yeah, that's a way to do it. We could say angle from this to enemy bash vector is greater than math I and not enemy.wall. So something like that should kind of do it, I believe. Another way to do this would be to convert this to degrees first. And then just say if it's greater than 90. Something like that I think should work. Let's see. Yeah, so you can see how he slid past this wall. I'm shoulder checking this man all the way through like walls and stuff because that collision wasn't enough. Yeah, it's maybe not perfect, but I think it's good enough. Yeah. So what we want to do then, I think that's good enough maybe for now. It's probably not good enough for diagonals, but there shouldn't be diagonals. What we want to do is adapt this animation because it feels like if it's a little too slow. So we probably want it to be probably like 3 frames or something. So let's see if we can. I feel like that's fine, and then maybe move this like there. Yeah, bam. Something like that might be good. It's pretty good. He could go higher. We want it to hang a little bit, so we can just go like bonk. It's kind of cartoony, but I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Cool. We want yeah, we want this to work, but only if player.asc.touching. Okay, well, yeah, only if player.bash vector. Are we changing bash vector when he walks in, goes into a wall? Okay, we'll just do it like this. Batching response. Something like that. So it's only, yeah, so you can see like he bodied. And then you just you're under arrest, you're under arrest, you're under arrest. What is it, because it collided? Oh, it's because it collided before. Let's see. Something like that. This is messy, but should be pretty good. There we go. Cool. So we can return him to normal here. Okay, well, there we go. Is this where he originally was? I don't even know. I think so. I think it was. All right, this is pretty good. It's still a little late. It feels a little slow. That also is incorrect. I'm not sure. I guess we should just pop him immediately into like this frame probably. Move him up like that. Yeah, that's probably better. Now, ideally, I think this should work for any. That's better. Yeah, I think this should work also for any other enemies. It doesn't have to be him specifically. Like any sprite should be able to use this animation. That's pretty good. All right, well, it's been a couple hours. I feel like I'm done. I feel like I've done quite a bit. This is pretty solid. If you are just joining, I'm making a game from scratch using a 3D renderer that I made basically from scratch. A little bit kind of from scratch-ish. It's been a lot of fun so far. If you want to follow development, please check me out on Twitch. Please check me out on YouTube. My YouTube channel is SolarLoon as well. I have a Patreon as well. It's SolarLoon. Patreon.com/SolarLoon, I think. I am, I would appreciate any support as I work on open source games or open source frameworks, and maybe this would be an open source game as well, because it would be nice to have something that people can check out. Yeah, pretty solid. All right, well, thank you very much for watching, and this is a bug that we'll fix next time around, or we will have fixed it by next time around. Yeah, it's been fun. I'll upload this VOD to YouTube right after this, and yeah, it's been cool. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the flip side next time. Oh, and maybe I'll stream on like regularly on Tuesdays. Today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. Should be able to stream tomorrow too, I think. Yeah, so maybe today and tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, and maybe Friday too. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see how far I get with this. Hopefully I'll get it finished with it. And also, if you are on YouTube and you're like, hey, what happened to this previous project? That was cool. I basically took a break from that to work on this because this was a game jam game. But in the other project, I wanted to add a game. I thought it would be fun to add a game that you could play. So this would be that game as well. I'll probably make this as a, fun little game. Maybe just like 15 levels, 10 levels, something like that, just to start. And then we can actually play that in the other game I'm working on. Anyway, that's the idea. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been Solar Loon. I'll catch you guys on the flip side next time. And yeah, see ya.